to Spoken Word. Spoken Word is the art that expresses the heart from my heart. That's why I'm giving you this piece of art to cure your heart attack, but be sure that I will leave you with an heart attack. Najoli lie to the world. So the army of God. Many of us give excuses why we can't be in the army of God. We think that we are too filthy, too dirty, too unclean to be in the army of God. But let's see, who was in the army of God? See, Samson. Samson was born of barren parents. He was boastful. He had a problem with ladies. Yet with the help of God, he killed 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. David was a shepherd boy and a harp player. He was promiscuous with Bathsheba. The Bible records only him as a man after God's own heart. Moses was a stammerer. He was a murderer. He was temperamental. He was an orphan. Yet God chose him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Jacob was a thief, but he wrestled with an angel and later became the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. Abraham was a moon worshipper and a liar, but we all know him as the father of faith. Paul was a persecutor of Christians, a murderer, yet he wrote two-thirds of the New Testament. Noah was a drunkard. He cast one of his sons due to this, but he and his family were the only ones saved during the flood. See, Peter was a low-class fisherman, denied Jesus thrice, yet he was left to be in charge of the 12 disciples. That time, 11. Rahab was a prostitute, but when Jericho was being destroyed, she was the only one who was saved with her family. Gideon was from the weakest clan. His family was the least in the weakest clan, and he was the least in his family, which was the least in the weakest clan, but God still chose him to save the Israelites. Esther was an orphan with no father and no mother. She was a Jew, considered to be the least people at her time, yet God chose her to save the Jews from being killed by Haman, and she was made queen. See, none of them was perfect. 1 John 1:10 says, if we say that we are without sin, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But verse 24 says, and all are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Jesus Christ. So no matter how much tainted, no matter how much dirty, no matter how much filthy you are, his grace will cover you. His pursuit is greater than your ability to wander. And so all you have to do is 1 John 1:9, that if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just, and will forgive us from our sins and purify us from all our unrighteousness. So no matter how much filthy, no matter how much dirty, no matter how much ragged you are, His grace will cover you. His grace will cover you.